Good morning, everyone. Hope you got some beautiful day. But Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we are going to talk about theme in prose, and we are from Group 2 by Class C. So, next slide, please. But before that, I will introduce you. I will introduce myself and my group member. So, our group member consists of Muhammad Aqshal with student ID number J1A 021 045, and then me, Bayu Wijanarko with student ID number J1A 021 048. Then the last one is Alvi Rhesandi with student ID number J1A 021 054. Next slide. Okay. Today we are going to talk about the theme in prose, and then these are the list of the content. The first one is definition of theme, then importance of theme, how to determine theme, and the differences between theme and action. Okay, so without further ado, let's get jump to the first material that will be brought by Alvi Rhesandi. So Alvi Rhesandi, the time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Bayu. Okay, and the first one is definition of theme. Definition of theme. The word idea or theme is refers to the result of general and abstract thinking. The synonymous words are concept, thought, opinion, and principle. Or in literary study, the consideration of ideas or themes is related to meaning, interpretations, explanation, and significance. Although ideas or themes are usually extensive and complex, separate ideas can be named by single words such as right, good, love, piety, persuasions, wilderness, and not surprisingly, idea itself. And the second one is importance of theme. When writing a story, theme should not be overlooked. Theme is fundamental to good storytelling because it's especially essential to give your characters and events meaning, a meaning that often leads to great spiritual or emotional involvement and released by an audience. If a story lacks of ideas or themes, it feels like a body without soul. It is meaningless. Thus, idea or theme is vital in literary works, as it is a way for the author to communicate what they want to say to its reader. For example, William Blake in The Tiger describes the fearful symmetry of a wild tiger in the forest at night. But the poem also expresses ideas about inexplicability of evil and the mystery of life.
Okay, thank you so much, Alvi, for the explanation. So for the next two material will be brought by Muhammad Aqshal. So Muhammad Aqshal, the floor is yours.
So yeah, next one is how to determine a theme. Okay, so theme emerges from a work and it's entirely and from all other elements working together. There is no one-size-fits-all method for identifying theme. However, are some things to look for and consider as you read and reread the work. So these are the things that to look for in determining a theme. First one is pay attention to the title. A title will seldom spell out in a full award's main theme, but some titles do suggest a central topic or topics or a clue to them. So it's very important to pay attention to the title first before you do for determining a theme in prose. Second one is identify any statements that the character or narrators make about the general concept, issue, or topics such as human nature, the natural world, etc., etc. Consider whether and how the story as a whole corroborates, overturns, or complicates any one such view or statements. It's way more focused on the characters, or if the events that happen or occur happen the characters in the story. The third one, if a character changes over the course of the story, articulate truth or insight that he or she seems to discover. Consider whether and how the story as a whole corroborates or complicates that insight. Again, this focus to the character in the storyline. Yeah. The last one is identify a conflict depicted in the work. State it in general terms or turn it into a general question, leaving out any reference to specific characters, situations, etc. Then think about it. Think about the insight or theme that might imply by the way the conflict is resolved. So this one is way more focused in the conflict with the climax and the storyline in prose, usually. So that's how to determine the theme. Next one is the difference between theme and action. Main idea is the point of the story. It's what the author is communicating to the readers about the selected topic. In other words, the main idea is the overall thought or the summary of what the story is about. In other words, the main idea is the key thought of the topic. But the action and writing, it means something that has story consequences. Action means that the protagonist either comes into contact with another character or encounters an obstacle or makes an effort to reach a goal, or does something in the world of story that is significant and moves to the story forward. And that is about the difference of theme and action.
Okay, thank you so much, Aqshal. So here we are to the end. So this is the reference of our material today. So yeah. And I think that's all from us. Thank you for listening and watching the video. So thank you so much. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.